Okay, yesterday we convened the engrossment rules resolution credentials meeting, and then we recessed until today. Sorry about being a few minutes late, but a lot of things going on. We are now reconvening the engrossment rules resolution and credentials committee meeting. And when we left off, we had passed out with a due pass recommendation, Board Bill 199, and we were struggling a little bit with Board Bills 215 and 216. 215 was okay, really.
No, 216.
216 was okay, and 215 had quite a bit of problems.
Right.
And I understand, gentlemen, Mr. Sweetie and Mr. Kuehling, you have something for us that will help us work this through?
Yes, Madam Chairman.
Chairwoman.
Chairwoman. Sorry
That's
about that.
all right.
Come on, Bill. We've distributed a thing labeled Master Exhibit Index,
Okay,
and it's 215. And what it turns out is there are three main exhibits to the board bill. Exhibits A, B, and C. And most of the confusion was caused by, frankly, Exhibit B,
okay,
where in the body of the board bill, and if you look on, I think the confusion really began to arise on page 5 or 6 of the board bill, where there were references to exhibits K and L,
right,
which made everyone scratch their head and say, what the heck's going on? What those were exhibits K to the redevelopment agreement, which it might have been clear if it said exhibit K to exhibit B.
okay,
So,
yes.
and then in exhibit L to exhibit B.
Okay,
He said it just said to the redevelopment agreement.
right,
But if you look at the master index, you'll see exhibit B, master redevelopment agreement, and down there are exhibits K and L.
okay,
So the references are actually in the board bill are right. Things in the board bill are right. It was just really confusing as to where you have exhibits, actually you have exhibits to the exhibits to the exhibits
okay,
in some cases.
all right.
And you'll see that in the master index.
So let me tell you how
Okay.
we work. What we work is we try not to have to read everything.
Right.
We're going through looking for mistakes,
Yes.
what's omitted. A lot of things people are incorporated by reference. If you reference and it's not here, then it's not legal. We both,
Right.
all three of us know that. So that's what we're kind of a stickler on. So we weren't pulling anybody's chains. We just wanted to be right. Over in Health Committee yesterday, we had a board bill that got passed and signed and had strike-throughs and everything. It was an ordinance, actually, and we were changing that. And that's some of the things that happened when you don't go through these. When I first came down here in '91, rules used to be like that. And then someplace along the way, it went to just people signing the bills. That's not the proper way to engross and enroll. So that's why we're back. And I think it makes it a lot better. And even if you have to come back later and pull it off of the internet or anything like that, at least you got something that explains this.
Yes.
My question is, what page, this is gonna be put in there, where do you want this?
Well, that was a question that
Okay.
I think probably the most logical spot, and we didn't want to presume, but would be after the summary.
Okay,
So I think after the bill summary would be the place to put it.
okay. So it would be before the board bill?
Yes, before the board
I don't
bill,
know if
after
we
the,
put-
it's really part of the summary. I
Okay,
think.
okay,
Yeah, it's just a map, obviously, to try to.
right, so we'll know where everything is.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's where we're gonna put it, okay?
Okay,
Where are we
perfect.
putting the place?
Right after this
Right
summary,
after the board bill?
the summary,
Okay,
Right after the
This-
summary.
right,
okay.
yeah. Really, it should be page 1 of 4, so we can make it part of the summary, how about that?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, so we'll change this to the summary, just handwriting, 1 of 4, 2 of 4, oh, I'm sorry, 3 of 4, and 4 of 4. Oh, everybody, you know how my mother used to feel, I'm sorry.
I got it. Oh. I thought you were looking for a pen, you're
No,
looking for the
I'm
phone.
just turning my phone off.
That was kind of nice music.
Need some
Okay.
music around
Kinda
here.
nice.
Just
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the rings, so that's, at least if I forget to turn it off, it's not crazy. Okay, so it's gonna be page 4 of 4,
Okay.
right, and then that won't mess up much of anything except for just changing the summary. Okay, so when we go through this and look through this, I'm gonna ask everybody to take a spot. We're gonna do this.
Okay.
We're gonna trust a lot of what you're doing, and then if you come back, if this is messed up, when you come back, we're not trusting anything, okay?
Gotcha.
You only got one chance.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yep.
And I'm not a real trusting person, okay? So, I'm gonna ask my committee if, the two gentlemen will look through for Exhibit A and look for A, B, C, D, E, F. And Carol, if you and I could do B, so
Okay.
we could work together.
That's fine.
That way we don't all have to read the same thing.
Okay, the only thing I would add to that is that these cover sheets
A
for the
blanket,
exhibits
right.
need to be placed.
Okay, yeah, that's, okay.
Yeah.
Now, we got blank cover sheets again.
Well, they're cover
Okay.
sheets, but they're just all together, so they
Okay,
need to
so
be
we have to-
separating them.
Okay, so as, we wanna put the cover sheets in front of the
Exhibit.
actual exhibits, okay?
Understood.
So we
You
will,
did that yours.
so Larry, you and, Jesse are gonna do the first A, B, C, D, E, F, Exhibit A.
Okay.
And, so the first one, I guess, goes right here, wherever the legal description is. So, Exhibit A. And this is Exhibit B, is the Master Development Agreement. Okay, so here the Master Development Agreement, I got it, if you look at the bottom, they got the pages numbered pretty good this time. So that goes, Exhibit B goes there. Let's see, where is Exhibit C? Temporary construction easement.
Now you're looking at B, and you're looking for C, Aloe Plaza West, or?
I got C as temporary construction easement.
That's the big exhibit. That would be past most of the stuff.
Exhibit C,
Yeah, exhibit C,
right, that's what I'm going to,
would be,
which I don't see.
oh, here we are. Exhibit C is way at the back.
Okay, so I see another Exhibit A, and it says 77 of 82. I see the fiscal note.
I think that's what the other exhibit That's 77, go back. Keep going, page 77. I think that's-
Here's Soccer Stadium Redevelopment Plan, that's the first thing that goes here.
Right.
Right. Are you gonna make us have to have an extra board? No, tell me, I
No,
don't see
what's the
it,
question?
extra C, I didn't see Exhibit C, you see it?
Exhibit C, what's in?
Towards the back.
Exhibit C
It's
of
in the
what?
Which,
back,
which
it's
exhibit
real
C
thin.
are we
Which
talking?
exhibit C? 'Cause
The
there's-
main one, the number
Temporary
3?
construction easement.
That's
Okay.
at the rear.
At the very rear,
It's
if
number-
you go to the very back of your board bill.
After page 115 of Exhibit B.
Yes.
Okay, so this is, the fiscal note is what I have that's last. Is that what you have as, I hope I have the same.
Now, the fiscal note is the final
have.
page.
Okay, and then,
Yeah, that goes with that.
And then
Correct, that just covers it.
C is,
Okay.
oh, wait a minute, I see what, I got
Everything
215 and
together
216 was clamped together.
Ah, that's
Oh,
a
okay.
problem.
Okay, that's, okay. 215. Let's see, 215.
So it should be the last 8 pages of
right,
board bill 215. Is exhibit C, temporary construction easement.
look at the back of that.
I did, but
Oh, it's
that's
not
not there. Oh, let's see, that's 216, let's get that out of the way, here's the fiscal note, here is, now it may be, okay. Temporary construction, okay,
I
easement.
think you're.
Find it? Okay.
I got that, great.
Okay, so that's the big exhibit C.
Okay,
We call these, the A,
Right.
B, and C are the big ones. And then there's,
Sub, yeah,
Soccer Stadium Redevelopment is the one that goes on the top.
yes,
Correct,
that's,
that's
A. Okay.
that's exhibit A.
and then the Master
Master
Development.
Development Agreement,
It's B.
B is where?
That starts,
Oh, here it is, right here.
yeah,
Okay, I have that one, and that's
Okay.
Exhibit B.
and that's a biggie, cause it's got 115 pages to it. 'Cause
Right.
it has all these
Okay.
exhibits.
And so that's why we like them in front,
Yeah,
so instead of
understood.
just up out
Yeah,
at the front,
that makes
at the
sense.
beginning.
Right.
Okay, so it kind of warns us, we've gone into a
Absolutely.
different document, okay?
Yep,
Okay, and then C is temporary, and then we have the board bill, and we have the summary, and this becomes page 404.
yes.
Okay,
And at the end of the board bill, we have that whole table of contents, right? Is that where we want that?
at the end
Well,
of-
actually, before I think, it's right after, I think the way it's done now, you got the summary first, and then I
Right.
think really that master
Board.
exhibit index should be part of the summary,
Okay.
okay, I mean, so.
and then the board bill starts.
Okay, let's start first. So the first thing we have is the summary,
Yep,
okay, which is now 404, because we got the master,
correct, yes, now
Index.
404.
okay. Then we have the board bill,
Yep,
8 pages.
right. Then we got Exhibit A, Soccer Stadium Redevelopment Plan,
yep,
and that's one of 82 pages.
correct,
Then we have Exhibit B, page one of 115,
pages.
correct,
okay?
yep,
Then we have Exhibit C,
mhm,
and then that is page 1 of 8.
correct, that's it.
Okay.
Right behind that.
And then, do you have our stuff, now what I wanna just check and see if we have our exhibits bolded. Do we?
The exhibits are bolded in the board bill.
Okay,
Any reference to the exhibits in the board bill are bold.
we have little or no time, so, cause they need to get this changed. So, 215, so I'm gonna suggest to the committee that we, if you want to, we can pass this out with a due pass recommendation.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just,
Oh, I was like, what are we changing?
no,
You know, I
oh,
thought you were
because
saying
no, we have to change,
the number on it.
the
Yeah.
we have to add a number, we have to change the summary.
Yes.
That's right.
That's fine.
Okay, so,
Can
anybody
you all
have,
take care of that, because we don't have,
excuse me,
Okay.
excuse, I'll run the committee.
that's fine.
Thank you. So, we're gonna have, the clerks will just, do we have this?
I have to see if Terry, do we have it in the word form?
I can get it to you in the word form,
Okay.
no problem.
Okay, so all we need to do is just change this page number 104 and make this the 4th. Right, that's the only change.
So that'll be the fourth one, the master, right?
Yes, you need this?
No, ma'am, right now.
Okay. All right, seeing as we are pressed for time, and we have at least gotten it in order, and we have threatened them within an inch of their life that they have other things to come before us. I'm gonna entertain a due pass motion with, to pass Board Bill 215 out with a due pass
So
recommendation.
moved.
Second.
We have a motion, a second, and a call for previous roll. Any objection to previous roll? Hearing none, Board Bill 215 is passed out with a due pass recommendation.
Thank you, Madam
Okay.
Chairwoman.
Here.
And my vote is on there, even though I should have said no, but when I get on the floor, you will not have my vote.
Okay, I was hoping still.
No, okay, I'm not gonna ask my
You are
committee
you-
to do anything that I'm not doing, okay?
You are consistent.
Okay, the next one we have is Board Bill 216, which we had gone through yesterday. I did look over it, yesterday, I didn't find anything, and we only had the one exhibit, and that was correct. So, I would entertain a motion to pass Board Bill 216 out with a due pass recommendation.
So moved.
Second.
Previous roll.
Any objection to previous roll? Hearing none, Board Bill 216 is passed out with a due
Thank you
pass
for your
recommendation.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you
all
very
very much.
much.
Thank you for coming in early.
Um,
Appreciate this.
I'm gonna tell Gilmore they have to pay you part of their fee.
Come to buy me lunch.
Okay, and is there anything else that we have before the committee? If not,
I'll get with you.
engrossment rules resolution credentials is adjourned for the day.